Hey YouTube, this is RoxBox90 with a video about how to wrap your cards for trading. Bigger trades, you might want to do bubble mailer. Really big trades particularly. But for regular trades, somewhere between $1 and $100, I would think that this is a totally fine way of wrapping. I have not had trouble with any of the trades. Most people seem happy with it, so I'm just going to show you guys what I do. So this is, sorry Mr. Lubufu, but I'm going to be showing your trade as the example. I'm trading him a whole bunch of cards. So first thing I tend to do is I set aside the expensive / rare ones, since those are the ones that he's really going to care about the quality, whereas extras, these are kind of most important. So just got another box of top cases because I'm trading a lot and I don't have a lot lying around. So top case. Then take an ordinary plastic sleeve and you put in the rares. You try to fit in the ones that really matter the most, the ones that like the quality you're most concerned with. Hopefully, you hope that all 4 go in to the one top case, but that doesn't always happen. So, in this case, voila. Okay, so then you have your rares in the top case. Simple as that. Take a nice sleeve. This one's pretty sick, just for you, Mr. Bufu. This is a dragon sleeve I had lying around. So you put in the common uncommons, generally the cheaper stuff that is less of a concern, but you want to keep it in decent shape, but it should be fine in a top case, in a regular sleeve. Take the 2 pieces of Scotch tape, or pieces of Scotch tape, and a regular envelope. Actually, you know what? Let me go quickly sign a land for him. Okay, it's gonna be a swamp. Okay, quickly signing a land. Okay. Signed land. Okay, throw that in too. Not everybody needs them. Some people don't care. I like to throw them in if possible. So the sleeve should be pretty tight now. So nothing should fall out. Hard case too, but the hard case you do probably want to put a piece of plastic tape over. Just so I put them together. Take a piece of Scotch tape. Wrap it over. Making sure everybody can see. Wrap it over the top part of the sleeve. You pinch it down so that the top part is pinched close so that the cards won't slide out. You put it over the top of the card case so nothing will come out if it's actually accidentally shaken. Sorry about the lisp. I'm wearing some retainers, so I can't really help it right now. And you put one at the bottom. That's mostly so it doesn't just accidentally slide anywhere. And now it's pretty stable. It's not going to go anywhere. Really shake it hard, nothing's going to happen, no cards will move. Yeah, so I try to have pretty decent plastic cases, top case. I don't want to reuse them too often, or at least check them before you reuse them. Sometimes they bend a little bit and then they warp the cards, and that happened last time. It was kind of an accident with the trader, but it can happen, so you don't want your hard cases to be warped or bent. So mine is pretty straight, no problem. Then, oftentimes I write a letter just to give it some bulk. In this case, it's a pretty low value trade. So, and I don't have a piece of paper lying around. But you could fold a piece of paper over it to give the whole envelope a little more bulk, in case you're worried that someone's going to play around with it. It won't just flip over. But yeah. And then I put it in the envelope. So I just do this. You don't really have to, but I do it. I just take a piece of tape and I tape it to the envelope. So it doesn't really, and then tape it around so it doesn't really slide around too much. It's not going to slide side to side really, it'll kind of stay centered. Then you tape it closed. One long piece of Scotch tape along the back. So you close it just to reinforce it. I always do at the corners also. The corners in case someone would try to slide something and slide it open or would get beaten. I try to just corner it. It usually sticks. Yeah, there we go. Just to reinforce the corners. You don't want it sliding out. Sometimes I'll be like, if I have a big trade, I'll be a little more specific with some of the taping. I probably tape all the sides. In this case, it's a pretty thick envelope. I don't think it matters, but just for the sake of it, I'll put one more piece of tape along the side so it doesn't just split open in case someone somehow shakes it and it falls open. But the envelope itself is pretty decent reinforced. Once again, huge trades, use bubble wrap. I've yet to really do one of those. I may have one that's big enough now, but this usually works. If it's big enough that you don't think the taping all the sides, edges, and corners, plus centering the weight so it doesn't slide around and tear anything open. If that's still not enough and you want to bubble mail it, use bubble wrap and mail it, you can do that. But that's a little more expensive an option, I think, and not necessary. And there's the envelope. So it might slide around, but it's pretty tough to make it move. The stuff inside, as we showed, was taped. It's not gonna, none of the cards are gonna slide anywhere, get bitten up, or knocked about. And that's for a basic trade. I think that's enough. You can do, and you just write out the name and so on. And that's that. And for a bubble mat wrap, you do in terms of wrapping the cards, you do a similar thing. You just the bubble wrap doesn't usually need reinforcement. It's made to be beat up, and but that's up to you. Anyway, hope that helps all you guys out there. And if you're trading with me, doing something like this is a good idea. Because I've had one person send it. The card's got a little damaged in shipping because they did not do something like this, and it's really simple. All you need is a couple pieces of Scotch tape, your top case you're going to use anyway, and an envelope. So it's cheap, it's easy, cards don't get damaged. Definitely recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and hopefully this helps people trade a little more safely.